Did you not hear him? Vacation slash, whatchamacallit? Yeah.
Alright.
He'll be back tomorrow.
Oh boy.
So, this is Koth Cascade. It is a King of the Hill. That's what Koth means, for any of you that don't know. This point, or this map, has had 3 different renditions of it. When I first started playing, these things were not little drop downs, they were just waterfalls, which were essentially a drop down. But that's why you'll hear people say waterfall still. The old players will call it waterfall. We're gonna go over map callouts, and then we're gonna talk about attacking and defending about the map. We're gonna be talking about how things should be played. You are, I assume, going into AM if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so, let's start. This is a mirrored map, so we're going to go over talking about the blue side as the enemies and the red side ours, since I'm on red. So, starting with the point, we're going to just talk about our side of the map because it'll be easier to understand the other side as well. So, you see this fence thing? And you see the same, it's over there. So we're referring to here as their shield, or sorry, our shield, our rock, and then you have their rock, and then their shield. Okay? This is their waterfall, their drop down, their cave, their tunnel, whatever you want to call it. I assume your team should come up with one of them. Easiest one is just say tunnel, I think, as of right now. And then this is your tunnel. Why is this one theirs and this one is yours? Well, the tunnel that connects to your side of the map is yours. From these stairs, aha, you go up it. Whoa, I'm in the tunnel. Really cool. Then we have Catwalk, which is this little section right here. A lot of snipers like to play here. It's funny. You have Shutter or Main, whichever you want to call it. I prefer Main. And then you have Concrete. Some people just say Conk. It's funny when they say that. And you got Outback, which is right here. Those are like the 3 entrance points. And then you have obviously battlements or bats. And then you have like, if we were looking at the bats, this would be left of bats. This would be right of bats. Snipers can stand on both sides, by the way. Then we obviously have the house. So the first floor or the bottom floor right here, this is called garage. This whole bottom floor is called garage. Once you go to the second floor, up here is called house. Okay, that is very, very important that you distinct between first and second floor. By house and garage. Garage is always lower. And then you have under, which is here. Some people call it submarine. I just call it under. There's a pack. Usually you really only see like the heavy, the scout, and the spy, and the engineer go down here. Not really much other. I mean, sometimes the funny pyro, but not really. Nothing to be worried about. And so, let's go to spawn. There are 3 exits of spawn. They don't really have any callouts, but generally speaking, I would say roll out there. A lot of people just default to rolling out here, but I think that's dumb. Why would we go this way? Well, other than your demo and your sniper and your spy and your engineer, you guys should go this way and probably go through here, garage, and then go through main. I think that's a little bit faster than everyone rolling out concrete, but who knows, maybe I'm wrong. So that's generally it. And then obviously this is a very ambiguous map because you can say, so a lot of times people don't realize they do this, and you'll get better at calling things, but you really need to say theirs or ours, because if you tell me sniper is, or you know, soldier is bats, I don't know which one you're talking about. Am I gonna get bombed from behind, or am I gonna get bombed in front of me? And you would assume like, well, I usually just say it's in front of me, you know, like usually I'm talking about the well. It really help if you just like call out theirs versus ours. It will make you guys really strong at coordinating. Just saying. But there's not that many callouts. Like I said, you just have their shield, their rock, your shield, your rock. You have your tunnels. And then you have catwalk. You have left of bats, right of bats. You have main. You have outback. You have concrete. There really not that many callouts. I'll go over the most typical sniper spots as well. This will probably help Tim understand.
Yes, please.
Okay, so the most common one is bats. Snipers love to sit up here. They like to take shots and rotate. They see a lot. Another one is in the entrance of main. Snipers, like, because they don't have to worry about the other sniper, they're mainly just trying to pick off the players on the point. Snipers also come up through catwalk. Then they sit up here, especially when defending the point sometimes. If they know that they're defending the point and the enemy team is coming from their concrete, snipers will unironically sit right here and just own this angle. A lot of times snipers will come up to the tunnel if they can to try to kill your team if you're playing aggressive. You gotta watch out for that. There's a lot of interesting spots for sniper on this map. You can rotate a lot on this map, but the problem is like for your combo, rotating is usually really bad because it takes so long. It's a pretty wide map, I'd say, and you're like, oh, it doesn't look that big. Well, when you're spending 15 to 20 seconds each time trying to rotate to a different entrance, you're wasting time. CoF is all about time, and we need our players alive. So, during the phony mid-fight, your demo needs to call which side you guys are going to be playing on. Usually, what my demo used to do is when I was playing med, he would call out where the sniper is first. So if sniper's up, like, on catwalk, or, well, you know, you usually wouldn't be on you'd be on bats or something. If sniper's up on the right side of bats, we'd all walk to the left, to block his sight line, obviously. Obviously, if we come too far to the left, he can still see us, but you're really trying to position yourself where the sniper can't shoot at your combo while you're engaging the enemy combo. Your heavy, your demo, and your power and your med have to pick a side that they all want to fight on. Other players kind of just like mingle. This map is really huge for bombs. There's a lot of funny bombs you can do. I am not the best rocket jumper, but I do think they're pretty useful. Mid-fights are basically going to be won by the team that gets there first and can kill the enemy demo. The enemy demo is like your key to winning a mid-fight. If you kill him, you win. Usually. Usually. I say that really usually. Unless you guys just suck at DM and then you get out-DM'd by a heavy. But mid-fights aren't that impressive. I mean, sometimes people like to send their heavy under through the mid-fight. I don't really recommend it. I don't know. It's just a funny gimmick. Haha, I'm a heavy. I don't know. It's really weird. Under, you should at least maybe send your engineer or someone, because if you're not watching it, someone's going to come through the under of the point, and that's, like, no good. A lot of times, soldiers can fast bomb from bats, and they'll, like, do a funny, like, bomb right onto you. But most of the time, it's going to be, like, mainly the demo. The demo needs people on point. Your demo is going to be, like, this is the time where I'd say start having your scout be a little bit more combo-centered. Your scout's going to have to actually, like, clean up on your demo's damage and play around the point a little bit more. It will help a lot. Your NG and your scout are your two cappers, usually. I say that, usually. So, they need to stay alive, and they need to walk when your demo is walking. Your demo is going to get shredded if he's the only one on point. We cannot be baiting our demo. What else? During the mid-fight, sniper is a big priority, and spy is going to get behind relatively easily. So, yeah, it's a pretty interesting mid-fight. I like it. If you're losing the fight, you have to get out, and I'd say the safest way to get out is probably concrete. Unless you take too long, then you die. If you're closer to the main, obviously go through main and just hug this wall. They can't shoot you anymore. But we're gonna talk about defending the point, and then we're gonna talk about attacking the point, because I think defense comes first. In the high hopes that you retain your medic and you retain most of your players, and you are able to scuff out the enemy. The typical hold for Cascade is you have your engineer put a dispenser up on their shield, your heavy's playing up here trying not to get sniped, your demo and medic are playing around here. Your demo's mainly playing like this angle, putting traps on the funny shutter thing. You'd believe how many people don't check this. Kaboom. What? Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay. Then also putting traps on the
Guitar
concrete.
No.
Woke, are you okay?
Okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna mute Woke. Maybe he's talking to
Good.
himself. I don't know. But typically, how do we hold
and I have
the point?
cake.
Like I said, you have your combo
We're playing
centered
Team Fortress
around
2.
the shield. Your pyro is going to be probably playing around this
I've been
rock.
playing
Spies
Team
love to
Fortress
decloak
2.
behind the rock. Spies love to decloak up top. Spies love to decloak all over the point. Your soldier, I highly recommend your soldier playing tunnel. We don't want anything coming tunnel. Your soldier can be up here typically. Does your soldier have to play here every single time you're holding the point? No. But having someone here to stop the scout or stop the sniper coming up here is very strong. The only problem is if he's standing right here and the sniper is concrete, what do you know? He gets shot.
Yeah, hold on a second. Hey, Woke, can you mute your mic, please?
Here, I'll just server mute Moke right now. There.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can talk later. But typically, you want to watch out for the sniper there when defending. Usually the SBS is going to be this angle, and it sounds really weird. Because if a sniper comes bats, or if a sniper comes here, like, he can get easily rushed down by the flank. So, usually most teams like to group up on concrete. It's kind of like the default push angle, but I like pushing through main as well. Outback's usually very rough. The problem is that when they're pushing from outback, you have so much time to see them, and you have much more time to react, so it's not the most common one. I'd say it's the least common one. But what was going on is putting the soldier up here. You can put your scout around, the point. I don't know. The scout is kind of like the class that can sort of feed in a way. He's pretty strong over on catwalk or their catwalk if he's playing in the tunnel as well. Your whole goal is just to make sure your medic doesn't get killed by the spy or killed by the sniper or bombed. You want to hold this angle as much. If you have your heavy up here and you have your demo here, you guys can easily spam out any push from here. You want to make them use their Uber before they get up the hill. You win by making them use their Uber through the choke right here. If they use their Uber right here, they have to spend half of their Uber climbing up here just to get in front of you. And if your medic is smart, haha, their Uber came in, they've used it for 4 seconds. Okay, just gonna solo use on my demo or heavy. Oh, these guys all died. Congratulations, they played themselves. So, Cascade defense is very strong. That's if you're holding very aggressive and you have your sniper up, you have like all your players up, you have a dispenser here for your heavy, you have, I don't know, your NG should be watching your sniper a little bit more, and you're no longer a newcomer, so your sniper is going to get targeted by spies more now, and It's gonna get tougher each division, but engineer, when you're not building your teleporter or building your mini sentry or your funny dispenser, you should be trying to hug your sniper. You really don't do anything else after your buildings are done, if you understand what I mean. Like, on defense, you're really useless, but we can put use to you, and if your sniper wants to peek concrete from over here on the right side of the point, you should just stand next to him and watch him. Make sure he doesn't get rushed down from like a funny scout running over this, or make sure those spy decloaks on him. It will save him, and as you can protect your sniper, you'll win the game. No joke. But that's like an aggressive hold. A passive hold is behind your shield, and a lot of newcomer teams and a lot of new teams like to hold here and play passive behind the point, but it's really, really bad. You're giving the enemy team so much space to walk up and fight you. It's like you're asking to lose the point, but that sometimes you just don't have the players to stay on the point. So maybe it might be the call to play a little bit more passive. It's just, if you can hold aggressively, that is your default hold. Aggressive holds are so good, and it completely shuts down enemies. Just be careful of a sniper peeking out back. He likes to headshot the heavy or anyone peeking there. Sniper going catwalk as well. Look how vulnerable you are. And then sniper going tunnel. Look how vulnerable you are. So you really need your flank playing over here by the tunnel in the cave, like sort of over here. You want your flank playing here because they're just able to stop all of this nonsense, and your spy needs to be calming like a lot. You need to know where that sniper is going, because there's so many angles that he can try to drop your medic. It's really rough when your medic gets shot from somewhere and it wasn't called. So, but that's that. Oh yeah, when this was the old version of Cascade, this was an angle. For some reason, I remember something like that. There's a lot of bomb potential on this map, especially from the soldier and from the demo. They'll often bomb from concrete or the bats, or even coming from main, and they'll try to force your med. We have to be watching that. Our heavy right here should be shooting down the funny bombers. But yeah, I wouldn't. Okay, now some people like to, if you can get away with it, some people like to put your flank and your engineer inside their house, inside their garage, just kind of getting, I guess, a little too aggressive. And it's just, if all they're doing there is feeding and getting nothing done, then I would suggest not doing it, because then you're down like 2 to 3 players. But if you do, like, if your scout and your soldier and your NG are in there and they're like actually causing problems and delaying them, you're winning off of time. Like, you have to be counting down this clock and you're winning off of time. Like, that's your whole goal, is to win off time. The problem is once you're down players, the enemy team is gonna have less of a reason to really think about attacking you, and they're gonna just walk into you. You know, when you have your full team up, they're gonna be like, oh shit, we can't just walk right into them. Look, they have players. Oh no, we're down 2 players. We're gonna have to wait for our demo to get back up, you know? So picking off key targets is very, very strong, and you guys have to learn to really understand that you need to delay their push as best as you can. And by doing so is like, not only are you killing their main players, like their main combo players, but you need to really like make sure that your team isn't feeding either. It's funny how as soon as you're down like 3 people, you can just get walked at really easily, and they just take the point for you for free without even having to use Uber, because just numbers advantage. So that's my spiel on the funny defense. There's not really much to it. It's just more about like, can you lock down these chokes, and can you stop the sniper from like, you know, getting in. But I wouldn't worry too much about under. I mean, sure, the spy can go there, but if your heavy is actually like paying attention, they can see if anyone goes under and we can call it out. But usually there shouldn't be someone under. A lot of engineers like to just put their mini sentry in under, and it fucks over the enemy scout. So be careful of that. As a demo man, please, and sniper, demo man, sniper, soldier, please get rid of the mini sentries. Please. That is like the biggest thing that's gonna stop your engineer and stop your scout from walking on the point. So make sure the mini sentry goes bye-bye. I know he can just rebuild it again, but make sure it goes bye-bye again. So let's talk about offense. Offense is a little bit harder. It's where your team's going to be more disjointed. The traditional push, and I'd say like the most common push angle, is concrete. You have this open space to really set up. You need to have a teleporter. Your engineer needs to know that teleporter is the best building. Sorry if he thinks otherwise. And then we're gonna put our demo, our heavy, our pyro, our medic, and our sniper here. Unless, okay, sniper doesn't always have to play with combo, but if there's a sniper holding down this angle, like over there, your sniper can either choose to take the SBS, or we could be a little bit more smart, and we could put our flank in bats, or put our flank by catwalk, and simply just bomb this dude. Get rid of him, or get rid of him with our spy, or get rid of him with our flank. But generally, if the sniper's not playing with the combo, the sniper is being escorted over here by the flank and the engineer, and you really want to just be able to like have that, like, you have your flank over here, you have your 4 people of the flank, and then you have the 4 people of the combo, and then you have your spy giving intel, and you need to like push at the same time, and you have to have your flank alive. There is no more single pushing with the combo. You're in AM now. You're gonna have to start learning how to push together as a team. I know that sounds really weird, but like you need to have your flank up, and when you're gonna push, and you need to coordinate stuff. Like if you want to coordinate a bomb, you need your soldier to unironically rocket jump all the way over to here, probably not across the point, but you know, behind the point, get a buff and go for like a really cheeky bomb, like I don't know, just bam, 2 rockets into the medic, they're dead. Okay, so that's the main point I want to get across. Offense is often really delayed by your team not coming together. So if you're having a hard time grouping up, you really need to take that extra time to just be like, hey, we're grouping up concrete, nobody dies, because every time on offense, if your demo dies, your medic dies, your heavy dies, that's gonna delay your offensive push. You cannot be peeking the sniper willy-nilly. You cannot be giving them a chance to ruin your push. But it's not just, haha, we have everyone, let's push. It's more of like, are we in position? Do we have people ready? Like, it needs to be a little bit more organized than just simply hold W. And there's a lot of things to do it. What I like to do if we're going through concrete is I have my pyro clear traps. If there's stickies here, always check for stickies. The heavies here, I like to spam them out with some stickies really quick. If I'm playing demo, we drop down with our heavy. We can have our heavy walk up here. The heavies takes the heavy. The demo kind of plays it a little bit back, and unless we're just going to use straight into them. But we have to first shut down this guy and shut down the demo by spamming them out. If you just walk into their sightline and get shredded, that's on you. You have to actually first like make them take damage. Maybe as you're doing this, at the same time be like, hey, I'm gonna draw aggro, the heavy and demo are gonna shoot at me, and then what do you know? Either this is where we go for like a cool bomb, we go like, whoa, bomb time, you know, whatever. If he can rocket jump and I can't, and then what if instead we also like Is our sniper in position by catwalk? Yes, I am. Alright, Demo says, I'm spamming over here, and then the heavy's over here, and he's like trying to shoot at the Demo, and then your sniper just go, bam, heavy's dead, bam, or Demo's dead. That is the key. Incorporating your flank and your pick classes into your push is how you get better at Highlander. It is not a hero's journey, it is a team journey, okay? So, really just talk to each other and communicate on how you're going to destroy their hold. Because if you just don't come up with a plan and you just think, well, we're just going to take the exchange. Okay. You take the exchange. Then what? Oh, we all got wiped. Time to reset. You need an actual plan, and you need to have people up. You need to have players ready to react to what you're doing, and also to play off of you. You need to give breathing room for your sniper. You need to call out where the enemy sniper is, so your sniper could take a better angle against him. You need to call out where the medic is, so your soldier can bomb. You have to start communicating way more in this division, and I know it's only amateur, but trust me, if you don't learn these things in this division, IM's gonna be terrible. Like, every division, there is skill gaps. Are there like super significant skill gaps? You could argue they aren't. But these teams are playing more coordinated together, and they're getting better at what they do. And right now I think it's really just mechanical skill in these early divisions, and I think as of right now you should really start about like talking to each other and knowing what each of your classes can do and how you can use that to win a fight. And I don't know if your main caller is here right now, if you're still looking for a demo, or if Vanish is still the main caller, but really got to start listening and helping our main caller. Now, if concrete doesn't work and we just can't push through concrete, let's say the sniper's just owning us, the demo's owning us, the heavy's owning us, then another type of Uber we could do is we have our scout and demo here, maybe our heavy as well and our pyro, but typically just our demo and scout, and then we have like our flank, our soldier, and our NG and our sniper ready. We could have maybe even our heavy and pyro come here or in garage itself, and then we have our demo bomb through, gets flashed, he comes over here, starts shooting the medic, makes them force, and then we just then take the rest of the Uber on the scout. We try to clean them up. Usually this is more effective when the enemy doesn't have an Uber. I wouldn't recommend this if you're going for an exchange, but if we know that they're trying to hold the point and we know that, hey, the medic's only at 60% and we have full charge, let's use our advantage. So a really fast, even have your soldier bomb as well, like really fast like scout like on and flash your demo to bomb is really good to catch out this medic if he's trying to leave right here. So I think that's really, really strong. Outback pushes are a little bit wonky. They can work. It's just you're putting yourself in, like, especially if the sniper's there and he's watching this is such a bad, like, you're just taking so long to walk over to the point. And I don't know, you just put yourself in more danger, and it's very telegraphed. They can see when you're doing this, but you see concrete and main, they're really close to the point compared to outback. So I wouldn't say outback is just unacceptable as a push. I would just say it's like it wouldn't be wise. Oh, another thing. Soldier should really be abusing the enemy's bats. A lot of soldiers just wait right here. And then they see the medic. Oh, medic's dead. Or they don't even have to jump properly. Spies love to be in house. They love putting players in here to fuck over the enemy. Tim needs to be protected more. Your sniper needs to be protected more. That is just like an incentive that must be happening. And you need to create pressure and space for your sniper and your spy. You cannot just sit there and say, haha, spy, go for a stab. It's more of like, spy's like, I'm in ready to stab. And then, okay, your demo and your heavy and your other players are like, okay, we are causing a commotion. We are distracting them. We are engaging them. Then the spy's like, wow, thanks guys, now they're looking at you. Time to stab. So, yeah. I'd say offense is just, really, it's just about getting that Uber and getting your players ready. It's not that difficult to push here. It's just, you just can't be dropping players and delaying your push. That is the biggest downfall. And not grouping up is also your biggest downfall. But make sure you have your flank on offense. Clear the house and clear garage. You definitely don't want any lurking scouts or lurking soldiers in here just waiting. Okay, bombing. And then your medic dies. So, any class specific questions about Cascade, or where should we be playing? What should we be doing if we have point? If we don't have point, I'd be.
So I had to go help my mom do some shit like halfway through. So like soldiers like a flank class. So we were like the flank on this map specifically.
Did anyone record?
I think Nighthawk was recording, right?
Yeah, I'm currently recording still.
Okay. Oh, I'd rather not say all that. If you can, once you post the recording, just give it to Tong. But sorry that you did miss half of it. Typically, I will just say it briefly. As a soldier, there really isn't a flank to begin with. This map is very open. But on defense, I would honestly just say play tunnel, play their catwalk, make sure that there's no sneaky scout, sneaky sniper coming over here to shoot at your team when you're on the point. You can play the bats, but I'm not going to go into depth of it because I already spent a lot of time talking about it.
Yeah.
Go
this
watch
is very,
the
very
video.
like on offense, you're making space. That's the majority. You go under with your Pudis or Inji, which that was going to be my question. Do you want me playing pure combo? Do you want me or do you want me on?
Whoa, Mr. Roboto, take it easy there. What?
Where do you want your Inji playing?
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now.
Sorry.
Chubs, you're playing engineer
Yeah.
for this team?
No, I'm ringing.
Oh,
It's not an official, right?
No.
Okay. Alright.
Typically, at least, what I would say is teleporter, funny thing, obviously, best thing. What I was talking about earlier, if they're holding aggressive on the point, put a dispenser here, it's funny, and then put your mini sentry wherever you feel it. You can even put it under, it doesn't matter. But I would say, honestly, if Tim here, or the sniper, is trying to play like an angle like this, and you guys are on the point against the enemy team, babysit him a little bit, but not always. Obviously, your buildings come first.
I
don't know.
No, I was asking. I've played advanced NG. I've been gone for 4 months. But that's a different story. So I was just curious on what this team, what y'all's NG normally does.
Oh, I'm the.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He just games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this team hasn't done a pass
enemy
play.
lines now.
Yeah. So if you end up behind the enemy line, good on you. You're doing what our NG does, but
Your NG should not be playing like that. It's.
Well, they just came from newcomers, so they're learning.
I was the same way coming out of newcomer. I loved going behind because in newcomer my DM was better than most people. But
It's embarrassing to say, but he outspies me.
Well, dentist,
What?
this is a surprise
What is a surprise?
that you're here.
I'm their mentor. What?
So this is twice.
I've been their mentor for almost
The
the entire
beginning.
season. So like, what? What do you mean? Why is it a surprise I'm here?
First of all, first time I saw you, or last time I saw you, was that you mentioned another team.
Zephy? Yeah.
Yeah, I was mentoring this
mentored
team
both-
and Zephy at the same time.
Oh, then I didn't know.
Oh, I thought I said that.
No, you didn't.
But they're now moving up to AM. This team is, and Zephy is, but I don't know what they're changing their name to.
Zephy's changing their name?
They're planning to change their name. Yeah, they don't. I don't know why. They just wanted to change their name. Maybe just new name each season. I don't know.
We're cooler like that, I guess. So.
But I think that's roughly what we've been going about. We could definitely I would first want to see like we could do a demo review, but you know you have a lot of ringers, so and tryouts, so I don't know if it would be that helpful. But Cascade's really not that hard to understand. You just have to talk to each other.
Cascade's a bad math.
Cascade, I love Cascade. What?
It's
Honestly,
awesome.
Cascade seems like
new Cascade's so much better than old Cascade.
Yeah, old Cascade was dumb. It had the waterfalls, but I miss those still.
Old Cascade was fine. Just that this Cascade is
Sniper
just-
moments.
The old Cascade sniper was broken. Like,
Yeah,
if it's still the same version,
This
then
Cascade's still the same. Like you can easily
Hi,
get
Trips.
you can easily get shut down by two ways. Main, you can get shut down by garage, and you can get shut down by concrete.
but old Cascade was worse. There was even less. There's